I have not read one single Harry Potter book. Not one.
Read one single book.
Yeah, when I was recently working in a bookstore, that shit was still like super popular. We had like the 9 to 12 section, literally like 3 shelves worth of like the 9 shelves that are allotted to it are like Harry Potter, 10 different fucking versions of it. It's just, I don't see the appeal. I never saw the appeal to it.
I just feel like it was overhyped, you know? I mean, it was good and creative, but people were like obsessed with it. That and like the Twilight series, people went bananas over it.
Apparently that's getting like a resurgence like right now.
No.
We don't talk about that. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Talk about that.
God.
Oh, that was... We're already starting out with negativity, guys.
It's a great way to start.
Yeah, but we were talking about worse products than what we're reviewing today. So, you know, we're building up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're building up.
On that note,
we should have really started from the worst movie ever, Blood Lake. Have you guys ever seen this?
No.
All right, I have a challenge for you both.
Okay.
I want you guys to watch this movie, and I want you guys to come back on and let us know your honest opinion about this movie.
Deal.
Honest opinion.
Have you seen it?
Oh, I hated it.
Unfortunately, we all have.
And he's seen it multiple times.
Oh, God. Why would you do that multiple times then?
2 podcasts. Both on this show, my own damn show. But so...
One of them was my fault.
I think it was last year. Yeah, it was last year during the pandemic when all that started. Our friend James, me and him on Tubi, I was like, oh shit, yo, let's review Blood Lake. We both said let's review Blood Lake. Just by looking at the titles, you know, you go look at the movie titles. But there was 2 different Blood Lakes we reviewed, which is another horrible movie, just not as bad as this one. So I watched that. We watched these movies back to back, and we did a podcast on that. And then we did a podcast. It was us and someone. What was it? Us 4 with James, because I wanted Kyle and Chris to see it, and yeah, they hated it too.
Oh, God. Sounds like we're in for a real treat.
Well, we just got done watching Exorcist II: The Heretic for our show, so
that was so painful.
We can endure the torture.
We got this.
Kyle, that's another thing to add to the group chat is Exorcist 2, so we can throw that on the wheel, because that's...
It's terrible. You see the first. You have to make sure that you see the first one, which we obviously have. But
oh yeah,
you have to make sure you watch the first one in order to be able to connect some of the dots in the second one. But the third one is like its own thing. It's fucking fantastic.
I feel like the third one was better than the second one, which is like unheard of. I've never.
To me, the third one is almost as good as the first one.
Yeah, no, exactly. I can't think of another film series where 1 is the best, 2 is so-so, and then 3 just jumps right back up.
You know what? I have one that I'll say people, and I like part 2. Part 2 is my second favorite of the franchise. I don't know what's my first, but the Nightmare on Elm Street 1, 2, and 3. And
yeah.
If you look at it as a trilogy,
they don't like the first or the second one is because of the tendencies and the which to me it's like so fucking much. It's still a great fucking movie. Who cares about?
Was that the one with Jesse, the blonde kid?
Yeah. Mark Patton.
Shout out to Mark Patton. I thought it was a great one though.
I found that the second one was slower than it could have been. Because there was too much focus on the two, like the guy, his friend, and then the girl, just most of the time instead of actually something happening. Obviously they built up to something. The pool party massacre, if you will, it was just that was just sweet. Worth the wait.
I loved how they played off of the last movie from it because Nancy bringing him into the world, you know what I mean? So now he goes, okay, bitches, you want to bring me in? I'm going to bring myself in and come after you how I can. Thank you for the best.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kind of like beating them at their own game.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
You are all my children now is a great line. So,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Classic line.
It's also terrifying. So that was perfect.
Yeah. That fucking with the shadows and shit.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, chills down my spine already. Just thinking about it.
That's how powerful it is.
Yeah, like in the new Nightmare when Robert Englund comes out on the TV show as Freddy or whatnot, he does that whole thing too. That I don't know why, man. The original Freddy, even me knowing that that's him acting as himself as Freddy, I still was fucking like, oh, Freddy, fucking Freddy, this motherfucker. All right, so anyway.
No, he left an impact on like multiple generations of people.
Fuck yeah.
Like he was
There's
like,
only Robert. It's only Robert.
Massive, exactly. He's such a huge part of
Jackie.
80s pop culture just because of like
Yeah.
how he was. Like all the other killers were just basically silent, right? He's like spitting out one-liners and things like that. You got
Sure.
Chucky doing that, but it's not an actual person where you can be like, oh fuck, like this is somebody who can actually like go and kill me.
And Chucky was after the fact because Freddy was the first one to come in and actually give a slasher killer a personality.
Exactly.
That's
You
true.
know what I mean?
You're very true.
Yeah. I never even thought about that, honestly.
Yeah, you connected with him even though you were scared of him, and after a minute, you're cheering for this motherfucker because he's fucking hilarious. He's crazy, and it's like, I really hope this dude ain't real.
But you want him to win. But really quick, I'm gonna let the people know what we're reviewing tonight, guys. Get SLICIN and DICIN horror fans. Well, tonight we are knocking out Firestarter 2 Rekindled. Supposedly it's too hot to handle. Welcome to the madness. First of all, people, this movie was too hot to handle. It was nowhere near it.
Take this bullshit off the fucking screen, please.
What in the flaming hemparita was that?
I'll tell you what that was, Kyle. That was not hemparita, because hemparita is something that'll put you in a good mood. That's what that is, Kyle. Go to ihemparita.com, use promo code SURF30 and save yourself 10%.
Now I have a question. If you take this and you watch this show again, will it make it better?
No. It'll make me
It won't
Great
help
product
you.
placement.
No.
Sorry, guys. No matter how you watch, inebriated or not, it still is what it is.
Exactly.
It gave me a burning sensation. I just don't think the right one.
You don't want that one.
Is any burning sensation the right one?
We're talking
Too cold to hold.
so proud. So proud. So what did you guys first of all, Scarifier, I want you guys to let people know about your show, where they can find all that good stuff, and then jump right into what you guys thought about this.
All right. Well, we are Scarifier. I am Quinn,
I'm the Gov.
and we are a retrospective horror podcast. We like to talk about all different genre pieces of the horror genre. We also like to cover entertainment. It's a lot of fun. It's really interesting. We have a good time with it, and we are a show that's for the fans, by the fans, kind of like that metal show, but for horror.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Check us out.
And we can find us where we got Facebook, we got
We got
Instagram.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We also have a new app that we're a part of. It's a slasher app, which is specifically for the horror genre. It's newer. It's amazing. I absolutely love it. So you can find us on there too.
Sweet. I do have that app. I don't really use it though. I haven't used it in months. Let's see if I start messing with it more.
They fixed a lot of bugs with it, so it's a lot smoother. I won't lie.
Mhm.
Okay, that's probably why I stopped messing with it, because it was real buggy.
Yeah, I kept taking chunks out of my hair because I was frustrated with it, and I'm like, I can't be bald. We can't do this. So
Yeah,
it's
because
fixed.
I'll just literally go in there just to post episodes, just to go in there and post my episodes, and that's all I would use it, because I'm like, why not? Someone might check it out.
Exactly. They've added a lot. It's really cool.
So, all right, I have one more question before we get into this film for you two. What do you guys feel about Nicolas Cage?
It depends.
Oh, man.
Brilliant no matter what.
All right, I see we're opposite ends of the spectrum here.
He is the national treasure.
Is he?
Oh, man. I thought I liked you, man. Oh, man. I mean,
No Cage fans here.
not at all. Well,
I have no issues with him. Some of his stuff is odd, but I do not have an issue with him.
Yeah, I'm with your lady right there. It's hit or miss for certain things, you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
I can't fucking stand him. Like, I say this all the time. I feel like if me and Nicolas Cage ever met in person, we would just start fighting out of nowhere, like Peter and the Chicken from Family Guy. Just
There you go.
separate ways after beating the shit out of each other. And
I will say this. If he ever did play Superman like he was intended to, I'd probably say something completely different right now. If that happened, then yeah.
His Superman was like a middle-aged alcoholic
What could have
who
been?
didn't know where he was. That just
Sounds like
No.
Hancock to me.
yeah.
Sounds
Well,
like they
kind
wrote
of.
that script.
Kind of with longer hair. I don't know. I saw what's the name of it? Mandy.
Oh my god!
Oh,
I saw that for the first time, and then I got reading about like how I guess Nick Cage was like, "This is an amazing movie. This is wonderful," and I'm like, "It's an acid trip. It's a 90-minute acid trip." Like,
And if there's anything that he is on, it's an acid trip, so it just works out for him.
exactly. I mean, I'm sure it makes sense to him, but for the rest of us out here, no.
No,
That's just me.
no. See, I'm glad you said that. 'Cause it's true though. Like every movie that you see him in, he makes a stupid face. He yells. Even in the movies where he's not talking, he finds a reason to yell. It's like,
yeah, he does.
fuck up.
Goes bug-eyed.
Yeah, like the same. I feel like they give him a script, and he's just like, "I'm just gonna do my Nick Cage script thing, and just pick shit up." And they're just like, you know what, just his uncle knows what. Just let him.
You hire Nick Cage to be Nick Cage.
Exactly.
It's you know what you're getting.
Yeah. Stop hiring him.
Dear Hollywood, please stop.
He's on a resurgence right now. You gotta leave the man be. Maybe he'll come up with something that you might actually somewhat enjoy.
I doubt it. It's just him. He just ruins it for me. I'm like, fuck it. Willy's Wonderland, for example. He doesn't talk through the whole film. He fucking dances and he yells.
And he humps pinball machines.
Hey, someone had to make that movie.
I have to see this now. Wait.
It's called Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah,
Willy's
it
Wonderland.
came
Pretty
out.
sure
a
it
couple
just
months
dropped
ago.
on Netflix.
Yeah.
At least here.
I think
I
it
have
did.
to see it now.
I think it did recently. I think that's how I watched it.
Mm-hmm.
I know for damn sure I didn't pay to watch that bullshit. It was because of this damn podcast. I think me and James reviewed. That's what it was. Me and James reviewed it like a month or two ago.
I was there too, actually.
I was there. Yeah.
Oh, you guys were there too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I think that was the first podcast that me and Chris were on together.
Oh,
Think
wow.
so.
I really don't remember, guys. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm
you know what? You need to get off the green.
Or take more.
Well, I got
Oh, look who it is.
Rage. What's up, James?
Mr. I care more about my family than my internet family.
So this guy right here is very selfish. Now we're usually all recording together with, if we have guests or not. And so because his wife's side of the family, someone his wife's side of the family is having a birthday out of state, he has to ditch us, be a Mr. Family Man, and put his family before us. Selfish.
So
How
go flood his
dare
inbox
you?
with Dominic Toretto talking about how important family is.
Yeah, he's selfish.
Priorities, man. Priorities.
Yeah, we have feelings too. We have feelings too. Chris cried all night yesterday. That's why he couldn't sleep.
Like, yeah, I was crying because I couldn't sleep, man.
Because James left. Because he wasn't going to be on tonight or Saturday night.
I just couldn't sleep, James. It was on my mind.
Yep. I guess
James, you owe us all an apology right now.
heartfelt apology.
I gotta hold it together.
All right, guys. It's about to get bad now. So, what do you guys feel about this? Whatever the hell you want to call it, mini series, short film. I don't know what it was. It was bad.
Do you want to start?
Oh man. I didn't know what I wanted to reach for first, the Tylenol or the whiskey. This movie upset me so bad just in the first half because I was watching it and I'm like, okay, so Connie Moreau from the Mighty Ducks is supposed to be Drew Barrymore. Fabrizio from Titanic is looking for her. All right. Files, computers, files. All right. It's been 75 minutes, obviously. So we're getting through this. I time-stamped it. It was 10 minutes in. Devastating. Devastating.
Yes.
I hate how much of the original that they kind of like destroy. They kind of go back on like the backstory of her a little bit. They change a lot. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm going to say it. They kind of make her a little slutty, in my opinion.
Kinda.
Well,
No,
okay,
that was
I'm
100%.
slut shaming. There's nothing wrong with that.
Not at all.
But no, it's just yeah, exactly. Gonorrhea.
Yeah, I thought that's what they were saying in the opening with when she like had the opposite of a wet dream. She had a fire dream.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, this is
like the perfect STD commercial right there.
Really.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, they
For the
could've-
cool and the itch, just
wow.
Dear Vagisil, we have a new commercial idea.
You're
Check
gonna
it
love
out.
it.
Commercials were shot better than this film, though.
Oh
so
my god.
Oh shit. Yeah, this was fucking like,
Somebody broke Chris.
I was gonna say Chris is loving it.
Don't fall out of your chair, please.
I'm good. All right, I'm good.
you know what sucks, guys, is back to back we did part 2s, and I say that in quotes because they call this Rekindling Part 2 or Firestarter Part 2 Rekindling.
Rehash.
More of a mini series. And then we did the Cell 2 last episode. Both fucking movies lived up to the trailers. They sucked.
Yeah.
Horrible. I'm just like, what the, like, why we didn't deserve this for 2 weeks in a row?
Yeah.
I'm hoping next week we get something good. I really am. But this was a waste of fucking time.
It really was.
It almost feels like a cash grab a little bit. They were just relying on the name.
It almost felt like it was a backdoor pilot. Kind of remember when they tried to do a backdoor pilot to like Carrie in the early 2000s? I felt like oh, here comes the Firestarter TV series, except no one's gonna watch it.
No, no, it was just bad. It was rushed. Call it something different, and you might have gotten a little better, reception or review from people. Call it fucking Special Kids or Power. All the kids had fucking powers, something like that, something corny.
So it's X-Men.
I was about to say this movie wanted to be the X-Men so bad.
It was X-Men.
I was gonna say, what was the drug called? The something 13 or something like that, or experiment? What the fuck was it? They said it earlier when they were like, yeah, remember all those kids that you drugged? Blah 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 blah.
Something six.
Yeah, Delta.
We're on the same page here.
Lot 6.
Lot
six.
six.
We have a
That's
winner.
what they should have called
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yes. That I was thinking that same thing. I just forgot about that part, so you mentioned it. Lot 6 would have been a perfect title for this movie. Not that the movie would have been much better, maybe a point up from it.
Yeah.
I don't even want to give my rating yet. I'll wait on that.
Oh man.
This is
It's so painful to talk about. Like the other problem that I had with it is, I'm not gonna lie, Malcolm McDowell, I absolutely adore him. I really do.
Felt really bad.
I
for
felt
him.
very violated watching this film.
Dude,
like
he was fucking creepy.
He had rapey eyes
Yeah,
the
he
entire
did.
time. I'm like, if I don't look away from the screen, something's gonna happen to me. Like,
He was talking about the girl as a child, like, like he was just like fantasizing about her, and it's just like,
Yeah.
oh god. And then like as it like progressed, it just thank you.
Yeah.
As it progressed, it just like you like at first it's kind of like a hint to it, and then it just gets worse and worse and worse, and you're like, okay, so he's a fucking creeper. Lovely.
No, I mean, he got very upset when he found out that Fabrizio slept with her. Like, that was uncomfortable.
that was really uncomfortable.
It was weird. I'm like, why do you care, man? You're old enough to
Yeah.
be a father.
Yeah, exactly. That's stalkery. Like,
Well, that's more than stalker. That's just bad.
kind of like the rest of the film. I mean,
Yeah, true.
you're going down with the ship, you might as well.
They didn't. I feel like they didn't even try with this. So they were just like, okay, let's just call it this, but we're gonna change the whole story. It's gonna have nothing to do with the original. We're gonna take all
Exactly.
the only thing we're gonna keep is the title, Firestarter. She's gonna be able to start fires. That's it.
Yeah.
Everything else different. Why? Like, just don't
Call it
touch
something else.
I mean,
Yeah.
to start fires or really badly rendered digital fire, either way.
You mean that fire wasn't real?
Oh yeah, totally real.
I can't trust my realities now.
And I could just imagine somebody.
Guys, I got a
as-
really cool tip. If you turn like the quality down, it looks real.
Yeah, turn down
Watch
the
it-
sharpness and the contrast and the detail, and you'll be like, dude.
Watch it with a blindfold. you will
4K.
be convinced. And then I could just imagine poor Malcolm McDowell just like doing this in the background when they put the digital fire on him. I'm like, this is what you're having this man do.
So what did that
To
sound?
the Jiffy Lube guy.
What did that look like behind the scenes? Okay, Malcolm, flail harder. Just
Perfect. We
go
got it.
around. Okay. My thing is the idiot at the end. Spoilers if anyone hasn't seen it, but I think we're okay. Is the guy who catches fire and there's a gigantic puddle next to a fire hydrant.
Yeah.
And this idiot can't walk 2 feet to get to the fire hydrant at all.
It was.
Come on, like
It made no fucking sense.
no.
It really made no sense. Like, I don't understand how, like, you know how all those kids had powers because they were putting the powers in them? Like, how nobody knew.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That many people missing? That many children missing?
Yeah. And nobody said anything.
No.
No.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And then these kids having these powers, and you're just like, okay, I'm surprised. You're not that surprised about it? You're not scared about it?
Well, here's
There's
the thing. Nobody's technically missing because everybody that they know or love or whatever, they were killed.
True.
And there's a government agency, obviously, that's like kind of heading this shit. So they have no problem with hiding anything, right? That's why they're getting away with it for so long. It's like the one scene, Buddy was like, there was more risk. There's more risk now than there was like before we killed all the parents or whatever it was. And it's like, yeah, it makes sense because somebody's like bringing all this shit to light so everybody can hear about it or see about it. Not that most of it makes sense, but you know.
Not at all.
The less you think about this movie, the better you'll be.
Now it's been a while since I saw the original
Same.
Firestarter. Is this supposed to be a direct sequel? Because I seem to remember like her parents died at the end of that, and all of a sudden like they're.
So long.
What was that?
No, I was just saying I haven't seen it in so long, so I honestly don't remember. Like, I have to go back and watch that movie. I'll probably watch it soon too.
Yeah, because I mean, I remember that she at the end she's kind of already on her own, but at the beginning of this movie they're in a cabin somewhere and they're just hiding, and then they get attacked, and her father dies because of retractable pen to the temple. You know.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Her father and then her new love interest that she met about 10 minutes after she met the other guy.
Totally. Yeah.
That was. They didn't have to make her look like that, man. Come on now. She was going through enough.
Really.
One positive thing came out of it, though. I mean, her
The
mom
end
was
credits?
well. Besides that, her mom was shot in front of her, and she had to run off with her father. That makes her a Disney princess.
That's true. Parents getting killed.
Exactly.
Well, my first note was, oh no, they shot Bambi's mom right in the beginning.
That's a good one. That's a fucking good one. Oh no, they shot Bambi's mom. I mean, she could be a Disney princess. Like Elsa has the ice power. She just has fucking fire powers.
The firepower.
Yeah, exactly.
The anti-Elsa.
Anti-Elsa.
Somehow, she's evil. They fight. They become friends at the end, and then I don't fucking yeah. It would have been better than this. Way better than this.
It just so much unnecessary shots too. Like, why do we have to dwell on a file for that long? Why do we have to show it?
Why did this have to be 2 hours and 48 minutes?
Seriously.
Yeah, no, you could have told it in half the time. Seriously.
You could have, but with episodes, you got to build up somehow, right?
You could have told that shit in 48 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. And it would have been less painful.
Hopefully.
Yeah, maybe.
Put all the first parts in there. Like, well, bitch. Just this one scene where nothing's going on for 25 minutes. That's half the fucking film.
Seriously. And it is. You could have told this story so quickly. It's Malcolm McDowell's still looking for her, and now he has this band of misfits. The end.
Yeah.
Man.
Did anybody else notice Dennis Hopper reading cue cards?
Man, was he reading cue cards.
It was
Yeah.
so obvious.
Yeah, I was gonna say he wasn't as hopping as he normally is.
No.
He's just kind of like zoning off into the distance and kind of like back and forth slowly.
Well, that's what it is. I looked at it and I'm like, he's never once looking at the actors. He's never looking at them at the eye unless it's a quick second.
It's a quick second or it's the end of the sentence.
Otherwise, he's looking like to camera left or camera right. I'm like, this motherfucker is reading cue cards. He is totally checked out.
Wouldn't you if you were in this?
Absolutely. And yet he still classed it up a little bit, I would say.
Yeah.
Just a little, even Dennis Hopper there for a paycheck, reading cue cards, brought it up a little.
Even doing that, his acting was still pretty spot on, considering.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
not that that character had much to do, but still.
But like that's my thing is like Dennis Hopper, who is legendary, and you have Malcolm McDowell, who's legendary, and I feel so bad because they're doing this.
I hope that's not how somebody was introduced to those two from this. And they're like,
yeah,
oh, I never want to see them in anything ever again.
Yo, but Malcolm McDowell was in it, though. He was trying his absolute best.
He really was.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you going to do when you're on a slow sinking ship?
You got to make the best, man.
Exactly.
And Fabrizio knows what that's like.
Oh, yeah, he fucking, like, he's stuck with his, like, the whole character, the arm the entire time from like being burnt or whatever, like always trying to like hide the burnt side of the face, like like everything that he did, like he came off as evil, obviously creepy as we spoke about, but like he also came off as trusting for a little bit too, right? So he's hitting all these different levels. So he's definitely went above and beyond considering how low budget this was or how shitty this was. He didn't give a fuck. He was going to act his ass off regardless.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, you can say that about him. What do you think, though, Chris? Yep, you. Be honest. Don't be scared.
We don't bite hard.
Did you love it?
Should I turn the volume down?
Is this going to be one of those ones like you did with the other movie from a couple of weeks ago where you gave it a 5? Or you wanted to give it a 5? What movie was that? Blood Hook?
Blood Hook, yeah.
He gave it a 4.5. You wanted to give it a 5.
He had a religious experience with that film, man. Can't blame him.
Too many holes. Too little effort. The fact that effort was put into this disturbs me. Like I can literally make better looking front flames right now on fucking Photoshop and like put it over us as an overlay, and you would think we're all burning like a motherfucker. And it's like, I know technology has come a long way, but you could have done better. Like this is the era of like Fantastic Four and Human Torch. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But the budget, they're like, look, we got these great actors, we got to pay them, and then here's $72 go to Spirit Halloween.
I was just gonna say, you obviously know what the rest went to: the pizza, the wings, and oh yeah, we still need a protagonist, right? We need a female actor.
Everybody on set bringing their fans. Make sure that we can aim them up, and we'll stick little tassels to it, make it look like fire. We're good to go.
There you go.
Yeah, it's frustrating because Firestarter, like it was one of those things. Like I always reference back to certain things from my childhood that like my dad would watch because my dad was a huge sci-fi guy, like Star Trek, Star Wars, the Sci-Fi Channel. When that shit came out, like blew his mind, and everybody had to know about it and watch it with him and deal with everything that came off of that thing. You know, all the different shows and stuff. So this definitely probably was something that I watched, but it's sad that I don't remember it, but at least I know why I don't remember it, because it's unmemorable. You know, it's unremarkable.
And now you're going to block it from your memory.
I just won't remember it exists from here on out. It will go to the ruins of movies and be dug up by somebody one day who is like us, that we are gluttons for punishment and just want to go looking to see what we can find.
Maybe somebody listening or watching this podcast like, oh shit, I got to check that out. No, you don't.
You know, but you should go ahead. You know,
I tell people not to watch a movie because, you know, get your own experience. If I thought it was great, I want you to get that experience. If I thought it was good, I want you to get that punishment like I did.
Sorry, guys.
So either way, I want you guys to watch it.
Better be.
I wasn't calling you babe.
Oh, that's it. I'm leaving.
Oh man, that's what I felt about.
You don't think I'm pretty?
It was just this was another one of those things you really didn't have, like, even if you gave it your full attention, you still don't, like, what the fuck, like, why did they do this? You could have just glanced at your phone, ate some bacon, did whatever you wanted to do, and you'd have been fine.
That's the thing, and I did, and I was very ashamed of myself. I watched and sat and watched, and I turned my phone off because I'm like, there's got to be something with this movie. There's got to be a reason why it exists, and I was just disappointed.
It exists for sci-fi to have made some money at the time because things were not as easily accessible as they are now. Like, video stores were still around, for Christ's sakes, during that time.
Sure. Yeah, I could see this on the shelves of Hollywood Video and Blockbuster.
Like, I tried to look up information for it. There's jack shit left, like, available for it. But again, it's a sci-fi miniseries. You're not going to get that much information from it. Even the actors just keep their mouths shut about it.
Yeah, on Sci-Fi, I believe it aired as just Rekindled, as Firestarter Rekindled, and then for them to put it out for DVD or VHS or whatnot for the release after the miniseries debuted, then they changed it to Firestarter 2 Rekindled.
To get more attention, which, if that's the case, they should have did that in the beginning.
Yeah.
With it, I guess, or just they should have just made. They should not have made this movie at all. This mini series, whatever you want to call it, they should have just did something else. Not even give it a different name. Just don't make it. Take that money and spend it elsewhere. Give it to me. I'll find a better use than.
Yeah, it was a shell of a movie. It really was. It was a shell of a enticing concept from a show that people have memories from, that they I know we're watching it now, but still watching it back then, I still would have been like, what the fuck did you do?
I mean, I can't imagine even in 2002 people were like investing in Firestarter as a property. Like, who thought that was a good idea? Like, of all the Stephen King properties we can invest to, Firestarter, people want to see a sequel to that?
Yeah, you got a point. You do have it there. But I mean, at the same time, if this movie was done correctly, we would be having a different conversation.
Yeah.
As far as, oh, wow, it's cool they picked this film because, and they picked up on the story this way and kind of changed it up, as the girl gets older, but they still made it make sense and it fit the story the way the story would have flowed. But they didn't. They just fucking did what they didn't even watch the original Firestarter. They just called it. They just knew Stephen King Firestarter. That's all they knew.
I'll tell you right now why they did this. It's because every once in a while there is a resurgence of Stephen King shit. So it will be TV shows, movies, all sorts of stuff. The Dead Zone, I believe, TV series came out that year.
Very true.
So there was that. Like, as soon as something Stephen King comes out, it's super popular, and then it kind of like builds up and then drops back down. What was the It remakes? They came out, and then Castle Rock came out. The
great point.
Outcast, Outlier, whatever the fuck it is, like, is the book that he released last year. HBO picked it up immediately, and they made a series out of it. Like, there's a ton of different shows and movies out there based under his name. Netflix even grabbed a few as well. So,
yeah, which I don't blame them for doing that, but if you're going to do that, it's like, okay, look, we got the Stephen King name. We know we're going to get the eyes. We know we're going to get the ears on this. Why did you fuck it up? Like, you can't fuck that up. Because we're never going to go back to it. Like, I'll say if this movie was even halfway decent, we would still go back to it. But this is some shit I know I'm never going to watch again. Not even from channels. Not even if this is the only thing on TV. If this is the only thing that works, I'll just turn the TV off.
With that being said, should we potentially... And we can do this for the TV series version of Horror Wizards 30. Add the TV shows that were on around that time, just to see if there's like a difference in quality or anything like that.
Oh yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Like, I think they had like the Tommy Knockers miniseries, like Dead Zone. There's a ton of them. We'll have to do some research, but I think it'd be good to see if this was a pattern that's just because the name Stephen King is there, if it's going to be, just it's going to bring people in, right?
Yeah. The only thing I question about that, though, is if that was the case, why wouldn't you just do a miniseries remake of Firestarter like they did with The Shining instead of, this is a sequel? This kind of reeks of Rage Carrie 2 desperation.
Oh, that
You know
was
what
a
I
great
mean?
film. Come on.
Maybe, but it was also desperate at the time.
I want to throw
definitely,
my phone right now.
It was a joke. Christ, calm down.
Nah, I feel like if you're Stephen King, this is that movie and that moment in time where when you're selling your intellectual properties from here on out, you are making sure that you have some type of creative process control to stick to the fucking story or something, because
Yeah.
your visions just aren't being laid out by other people in their hands appropriately.
But
Like-
here's the thing. Stephen King will not sells, but I guess rents out his short stories and shit like that to basically whoever wants them. You just need to pitch to them like, hey, listen, I like this story because blah blah blah. He signs the rights over to it for 6 months to a year or whatever for $1, and he goes, do what you want with it. That's it. He just wants to see something creative happening.
That's awesome.
You're like, yes,
You got
like
his number, bro?
I don't have it, but I'm sure we can pull it up
We
somewhere.
got some work to do. Fuck $1. I can do that shit all day. Let's go. Let's make some movies.
But yeah, like imagine somebody who's that fucking popular, like the top of like the horror pyramid, if you will, or just living, and he's just basically like handing out fucking like free money to people. Here you go. Give me $1, I'll give you this. Go make a movie. Have fun. Go enjoy yourself. Like he just wants to see the creative process come alive. Whether and yes, with The Shining was obviously a different issue. So when he got the rights back, they made the miniseries for that, which is another one we can add on. But yeah, just imagine being able to do that. How many people he's inspired or gave their first chance to, so they can build something good, start a good career, right?
Yeah,
That's noble. That's what's up.
I mean, he doesn't have anything to lose, so why not?
It's true.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. They can't fuck up his work. His work is already done. It is what it is. You
Yeah.
do bad at it, guess what? I'm going to go sell more books because people are going to want to read my book instead.
Yeah, I mean, he's been set for life since the 80s, so he's
okay. He's not hurting.
He's doing all right.
Everything comes back out. Plus, he's got 2 to 3 new books a year that come out that are instant fucking like #1 sellers, whether they're
People
good or not.
flock to them.
Just his name, it's going to sell.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's going to sell. You got at least like some sort of quality to it. Yeah.
Was Pet Cemetery Stephen King?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
They did the remake. Did they do a sequel to the remake yet or anything, or no?
No, they're talking about doing a prequel for it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you get a chance, if you listen to audiobooks, I highly, highly recommend Pet Cemetery, read by, I can't remember his name. The guy who played Dexter.
Really? Okay.
Michael C. Hall.
Michael C. Hall. Thank you. Yes. Oh my God, it's fantastic. He does every single character's voice differently. Like I think I listened to it like 3 times in a row. Just loved it so much. Oh yeah. Sitting there doing dishes, got the headphones on. Just talk to me, Michael.
The things you could be doing instead of watching Firestarter 2.
Yes, dishes. Oh, dishes are Firestarter too. That's tough.
There's no benefit in life to watching this movie. At least dishes can moisturize your hands, make them feel nice. And then when it's cuddle time, you know what I'm saying? It's like tender.
The right dish show. Come on.
But you have to be doing the thing is, whatever you do besides this has to be 2 hours and 48 minutes. So do you want to sit there? Do you want to be standing for 2 hours and 48 minutes washing dishes?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'll scrub the shit out them pots, bro.
I really do.
I will make them shit shine again.
If I could take a sit down break every once in a while, sure. But yeah, that used to be my go-to before we moved here because this place came with a dishwasher. That used to be my thing. Just go freaking smoke a bit of weed and just start doing the dishes. Loved it.
Fuck that. I'll put my ass down and watch this movie again before I do this. About 10 minutes.
Who was cooking, right?
Huh?
Depends who was cooking, right?
Yeah.
Fucking cheese everywhere, stuck on.
Oh my goodness, this movie was so bad. So we could do ratings from a -10 to a +10. What would you give this movie? And this goes for everybody.
I guess I'll go first. I'm gonna give this one a 2. It's not as bad as Blood Lake. It's not as bad as some of the other shit we've seen. It is fucking bad, but yeah, I feel bad
Don't
claiming people's efforts as zeros.
I don't.
Like there's a whole team involved that put some shit down, and some of these people worked their asses off on it, and the other people didn't give a shit. You can tell.
I mean,
so for those people that gave a shit, I'm giving it a 2.
but I'll tell you, I say it like this, man. You know, you can put your heart and passion and soul into something and just suck at it.
Yeah.
That's what happened with this film? Like,
You just need that good friend to be like, nah, bro, this
I
ain't
love
it.
football.
You suck.
I love football, but
You got black and white inserts in this for some reason.
this was bad. This was a terrible. I'm gonna give this movie a 0.
Wow.
I feel like it had 0 effort. It wasn't a negative though. It was definitely better than a negative, but it was better than The Cell 2, which we watched the other day.
Give it a 1. Jeez.
No, didn't deserve that, Kyle. Not from me. I give it 0. Just 0. And that's just because the chick was cute. Like, the main chick was cute. Other than that, it would drop to the negatives.
Yeah, I feel like the 0 to 3 range for me is the, hey, if you hear me say it's in this range, just don't fucking bother.
No, I'm still gonna take to watch it. I don't care what I give a rating. You should check it out for yourself.
Yeah, but I do agree with Chris. I'm going to go with the 2 as well, primarily for McDowell and his efforts. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Like the acting.
It's still lackluster.
The acting from the main characters was decent. I can't complain about it. There's like maybe 1 or 2 people like that were kind of shitty, and it wasn't even the kids that were the shitty ones. Well, maybe one of the kids were the quiet one. He was really whiny. Anyways, like the story itself was like it followed like a decent narrative. A lot of plot holes, like oh well, this fuck. I don't know. There's just too much shit that happened in between everything. Like, the girl like being convinced to like go back to this place, and it's like she didn't know what the fuck was going on.
4th or 5th time.
Although that too, right? Like all the hints that are just like, yeah, this is like not the place to go. Like, you know what this guy's doing. You know, he's looking for you. There's something up. Like, oh no, let me just fucking go with this guy who I almost slept with.
Here.
Or I half slept with.
Half slept with.
So I'll tell you what. As a movie, Firestarter 2, I'll give it a 1. As a STD commercial, I'll give it a 10.
I like that. I agree with you there on the.
This is a great infomercial for 3 a.m.
But
Firestarter, this has been a PSA.
Exactly. but as you said, Kyle, like they're just doing circles around this plot. This story could have been done so quick, and it's padding. They're buying time. Malcolm McDowell's trying his best with what he's given. Dennis Hopper's there for a paycheck, but hey, it's Dennis Hopper. The acting is flat. The effects are laughable. It's summed up in the first half of the movie. There's this blonde chick who says, "But I like stupid," which I can only assume is the director talking to all his actors. So, yeah.
Yeah, that was just fucking. Oh my god,
I didn't even catch that.
I'm gonna be the lame ass, and I'm gonna give it 1.5. Because I can.
Amateur numbers.
Yeah, I know. I get picked on.
I do it all the time.
All the time for that. So I'm gonna give it 1.5 because it was a hot dumpster fire from beginning to end.
Literally.
It was 3 hours of my life that I will never get back, and I can name a million things that I would rather be doing.
Like childbirth.
Yeah, exactly. I've done that twice, and that was less painful than this movie, okay? And that was without the drugs, okay? So I'd do that again in this movie.
that's
While on the drugs.
I can see where they were trying to go with it, and it's a great idea, but the execution was awful. It was really bad. It was rushed. It was sloppy. It, again, like you guys have all already said, it could have been done in like 98 minutes or something. And I feel like they were just trying to make it something that it doesn't fit into. So 1.5.
like the bank robbery plot. Like it's brought up just casually, just so casually, like maybe halfway through the movie, like it was an add-on. And then at the end, like that's like, oh yeah, this is what's gonna happen, and then it causes her to, torch the entire fucking town down.
which I question. I'm like, shouldn't she just be mad at McDowell? Why is she torching the town?
Yeah, she probably killed like 50, 60 innocent people, right?
Exactly. It made no sense.
I'm not a bad guy, but I'm just going to kill a couple civilians to prove my point, okay? It's exactly what that felt like. Some
poor guy just got off work there, just like, undoes the tie, sits down, cracks open a beer, and just like looks over, and his neighbor's house just explodes. He's like, shit, he explodes.
2 days before retirement.
Oh, dude.
That did not make sense. I'm like, what the? Why is she like? Nobody in the town was fucking with her. I don't understand if the whole town was fucking with her and pissed her off, but it was literally like one dude and his little crew that was damn near dead, I believe, by then.
Yeah, I mean, it worked in the original because she was a child. In this one, she's a grown ass slut, so it makes no sense.
It's weird too, because the whole situation with the little town and thing, they're like, oh, it's wired up. It almost makes it seem like it's an isolated, like, warehouse simulation type deal that they walked into.
Yeah.
But they just came to the fucking town. So why are you, oh, look at this place, it's wired up. Wait, this must be fake. And the kids are looking at her. She's realizing all these things. It's like, whoa, I was trained for this. Is this a training simulation? You don't know if you're in a fucking program?
Seriously, where did they get these people? I'm like, okay, all of a sudden, population of like 300 when it was deserted earlier.
It was like 2 minutes earlier. Nobody was there. You go there, everybody's all out, fucking eating popcorn, going to the bank and shit at night.
I would have just been like, all right, Thanos snap, this place is gone. As soon as I realized, and these motherfuckers are looking at me like, yo, every other kid is like beating their eyes on me. Oh, hell no. All right, guys, let's roll. Hit Vegas.
This was just, oh gosh. I really can't wait to hear your guys' review on Blood Lake, because if you thought this was bad, oh man.
I can't.
So, challenge accepted. Game on.
Are we allowed to drink when we're on this show? Because I feel like from the sounds of it.
Yes, go ahead.
Wait, you're sober?
I know. I can't believe I watched this movie sober. I am so proud of me.
Oh, it's not like you, Quinn.
I was a terrible life choice.
It was. And I was, when I'm watching, I was like, fuck, I should have smoked. That may have helped.
I was about to say it would have eased the pain. It's okay.
But I smoked for the cell too, and that was worse than this. So maybe it wouldn't have helped at all. Maybe it would have ruined my high. Like, fuck, man.
Like, my whole goddamn zip is gone on this goddamn movie. It's so bad.
It was bad. Would anybody ever watch this movie again?
No.
Kyle?
No.
You sure?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but aren't Canadians more forgiving?
Not for this shit.
They have their
Put it like
standards.
this. Yeah, if real life was like a Family Guy skit per se, there'd be a cut scene jumping over where I found them at their house and shot them all.
Listen, in public or when we're like visiting other countries, we'll be like, oh shit, bump into somebody, excuse me, I'm sorry, shit like that. You should fucking hear me in my car. Some guy comes up too close to me, I'm fucking losing. I'm like, you piece of fucking shit. Motherfucker. Go ahead, hit me.
That's the side of Canada that you don't see on postcards.
Yeah. Yep. So we have to drive and follow Kyle one day and see how he really is.
Yo, the Cell 2 is just bugging me now. Now the Cell 2 is coming back in my brain and bugging me.
Why?
Oh, that's so
is
bad.
It making something worse or better?
Because it's the same level as this, so now I'm annoyed. Now I'm really fucking annoyed that both of these movies I had to watch back to back.
It's all right. It's over now. We don't have to worry about it.
You're right. All right, I'm good.
Do we have a a thing tonight with the wheel and we give it to somebody?
No.
Isn't there a giveaway or a word or something that somebody might need?
Fancy word?
A fancy word?
A fancy word or two?
Oh, it was a few words. I don't think.
Is it 1? Is it 5?
Melty McDowell is tonight's horror words of the night.
Well, listen, Shoot me an email, meltymcdowell2 horrorwithsir.sturdy giveaways@gmail.com, and I will go into my little bin. Well, it's over there, and just grab something out, and whatever I pull out is what you won. But simple as that. Melty McDowell, right to that email, horrorwithsir.sturdygiveaways@gmail.com. Boom, you win something for free.
And remember, if you do win, shoot us a pic, tag the show, let people know, hey, it actually works.
Hashtag Sir30. Now it's time to spin this wheel. Kyle, what was your prediction again?
It's going to hit Tubi, and then we're going to get Clown Motel.
Okay. Let's see if Sir Canada is right.
Probably because I'm talking about it's not going to happen, but we'll see.
I'm sitting here thinking Kyle knew how to like hack this damn wheel. Because you sounded really confident earlier.
If it lands on the
I told you, weird shit happens sometimes, and they just kind of pop up. Well, my wife showed me that. Oh, come on, step.
Oh my god!
Well, my wife showed me. He manifested it. He called it to life. He did it. Your energy's the shit, Kyle.
When my wife had mentioned that she wanted to go stay at this Clown Motel one day, I'm like, oh yeah, I showed her the movie, and she's like, we're gonna have to watch it. I'm like, we're probably gonna pull it up on the wheel tonight, just because he said that. Is that sucker on there?
I don't know. It might not be.
I put it on the list, but
I didn't add them all. Remember, I told you I was gonna add, it's not on here.
Oh,
I added like 10, so it might have got picked tonight, Kyle.
Totally would have.
But it's gonna be Out of the Dark. It looks like, and I hope this is a good movie.
I didn't pick this one, so you can't blame me this time.
It was James. This wheel was all you and James and somebody on Facebook in the group. I forgot that stupid ass clap was on there.
The clap? What?
Huh?
You said the clap?
No, the audio clap, not the clap you're thinking of.
What was that called again?
Not the R. Kelly burning type that you need a fire extinguisher for.
Not this movie.
The ad for this movie.
What was called again?
Huh?
What was it called again?
What was what called?
The movie.
The movie.
Oh fuck, I forgot. Give me a
Out of the Dark.
We're gonna have to go watch. Yeah,
Out of the Dark. Thank you.
Out of the Dark.
It's so good to have you here. Thank you, sir.
I just got confused. You know what it was? I got confused and nervous by that question, and there was no reason why. There was no reason.
Actually, I think this was one of my picks. Julia Stiles and Scott Speedman. Yeah, I picked it because it was Scott Speedman, and I'm like, fuck, I've been watching him had watched him on Animal Kingdom previously.
So if it's bad, it's your fault again, is what you're saying.
You know it, and then we're
I
gonna
can rock out with Julia.
Blame Canada gif, and yeah, but Julia Stiles, like you can't go wrong.
Exactly.
She's always been like grade A.
We'll see.
I got a quick question for Scarifier and Kyle here. Have you guys ever seen Repo? The genetic
opera?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I'm trying to convince Sturdy to get to watch it. I'm trying to get it on the wheel so he can watch it.
Good.
You really should.
I haven't watched it yet. It's been on my freaking playlist forever, but yes, I would like to watch it.
All right, so Kyle, message that to me, and I'll throw it on the wheel, I guess.
Yes!
Do it.
It's so good. You won't regret it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Sturdy. Like I said, man, you put me through Blood Lake, so I got to try to get you back.
So fair is fair.
I have a feeling it's going to be as bad as Blood Lake.
If we're gonna add that, we may as well add Sweeney Todd on there too, right?
I don't even know what that is.
We'll just do horror musicals.
Yeah. Johnny Depp is playing Edward Scissorhands as a man with regular hands and a barber.
Pretty much.
It's a solid summer.
Another excuse for Johnny Depp to kill Tim Burton's wife.
Again.
Which, in a weird way, like I'm not for nothing. I'm kind of a fan. When I watch the movies, I'm kind of like, I can dig the goth girl. You know what I mean? I can dig the little goth girl.
Smiling and just
takes me back to my junior high school days. You know what I mean?
This movie, man. I just, your parents have to be so disappointed. Like, can you imagine showing it? If I made something like this, I would not want to show it to my parents. They'd be like, well, we fucked up. Like, wow, that's what you guys think of me? Yeah, you and this fucking film. Shit.
Yeah, I
Invited
mean,
to the
this
premiere, can we go?
miniseries.
No.
Here's the scene with me and Malcolm McDowell. That's it. Your movie was like 5 minutes long. Yeah. Shut up.
No. You're the one that directed this. You weren't acting. You directed this. Like, this is what we sent you to film school for.
I was gonna say they sent you to film school. Like, nah, you ain't telling them this one.
$1,000.
You're keeping this one off IMDb. This one's staying and not even going on the resume.
That is why you put your name down as Alan Smitty. That's it.
Exactly.
Like all the other
Use an alias.
great movies have done.
Use an alias. Yep.
So is it safe to say that this film belongs in like the Hall of Shame?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should be ashamed of yourselves for doing this. Like, I would. Oh, God.
What that budget could have went to, as little as it was.
I know.
You could have fed some people.
Yeah.
I don't know how big that budget was, but you could have did a lot better. You could have did something different.
Well, you had 4 episodes worth. Yeah, you could have easily made like a half decent like movie with that.
Could have donated to St. Jude's. How many kids' lives could you have saved?
Ooh.
You know what?
You could use it to prevent forest fires.
Sorry to go so deep. Yeah, isn't California like half burnt down now? Like, what the fuck?
Because of this shit.
Go buy him a fire hydrant.
Because of this shit right here. This movie. And we fucking all had to watch it. And it was bad.
Yeah, we did.
You know what's messed up, guys, too? Is every time we have new guests on here, it's always a fucking terrible movie. Every time the wheel fits and the guests will come out next week, it's always a horrible fucking movie. Every fucking time. I swear to you guys, it's not on purpose. So it just spin the wheel.
No, but it's good because it breaks people in, sees how much they can withstand. I think it's good. It's like a screening process.
You know, it's
I can
funny.
deal with horrible movies. I enjoy horrible movies.
I do too. Like, I'll run to those faster than I will when someone's like, "Oh, this is the best movie I've ever seen." Okay, but what's the worst one? Like, oh
Yeah.
let me know that one. I'll check out the best one eventually, but that worst one, I'm gonna watch that like as soon as I get home.
Yeah.
And it's because your expectations are low, really low for those, and then you're watching them, you're like, what the fuck is he talking about? This movie is not bad at all. This shit is hilarious. And then when you have those that are way up here, I feel like, yes, they are good, but because they don't meet your standards, you're not going to like them as much as you would if you just went in it blind. Like, I have no... So I try to ignore all of that rating stuff for like newer films and all. Like, oh, this is the scariest, which that's another thing I hate. This is the scariest movie ever, and it's always the same crowd with like the night vision light on. It's the same people from like 1942. Just the same people screaming at the first horror movie ever.
Instead of black and white, they just had like the green tinge to it.
The power of Adobe Premiere now.
Showing the same damn shit. Like, okay, man, how does this movie, how are they all the scariest movie of all time? And they all came out in the same day.
The same audience is watching it.
Yeah. At the same exact time. And everything's the same. Explain this to me, people.
Maybe there's a Hollywood purgatory where you have to sit there and just watch every single fucking movie.
It's not purgatory. That sounds like hell.
I was about to say, every single horror movie.
You're going to get some good ones every once in a while. You still get the AC in there, like just enough AC to keep it cool. So if you need to keep your jacket on, you're good. But no snacks. Like, they can't afford that shit.
Yeah. Okay. Right there. That's hell.
That
You're also dead, so you don't get hungry. So it kind of balances out.
Oh, if you're dead watching horror movie, that's different.
Do the seats recline and are the floors still sticky?
Well, if you're dead, what do you care?
It's not the same experience.
Well, if the floors are sticky, there's your snack. Boom.
Oh,
What is wrong with you?
that's a good one.
If you're dead, though, your foot gets stuck or something. You fucking go to walk away, and it's like,
Lose
oh,
foot.
shit. Now I got to hobble.
You're not a zombie, God. This conversation really got away from us.
We always do, and especially for movies like this, because we really don't have. There's not much to discuss.
Not much to say.
It doesn't leave an impression on you at all.
Mm-mm.
It leaves a burning sensation, though.
Oh, yeah, sure.
My eyes burn from watching this movie.
So next time we watch a film like this, I'm gonna get like Invisalign or something like that. That way I can like eye drop and try to like cleanse my eyes.
Definitely have a drink or two first.
Or a bottle,
Well, yeah.
I
That's what
can
I'm
say
saying.
it.
I'm going to write a strongly worded letter to Peacock because that's where this was on.
Peacock, you need to reevaluate your decision.
Money. for watching
Like-
stupid shit.
You, at very least, you owe me an explanation.
Yep. You owe me something.
I
We
want the
have none. Here's a
president's-
free month.
No, I need a free year after watching this. You dropped the ball. This was, oh man.
Yeah,
This was like a project this was like a failed project in a film school, even like a high school. Like, you guys failed. Get out.
But we had
We
Malcolm
can't teach you
McDowell.
anything.
Get out, you're done.
like Scarifier said, it seemed like it was a well enough placed pilot, perhaps, to get funding to maybe elaborate and do what you wanted for your vision. And this
They
was
didn't
not
change
it.
anything. They showed them the pilot, right? And the pilot was this whole fucking movie. And they were probably, yeah, well, we're gonna fund this. Are you guys gonna do anything to change something? Yeah, we're gonna. Don't worry. And they just fucking played the pilot again. Like, fuck, we funded this shit for what? Stupid.
Nothing.
I mean, it's set up. She gets on the bus, and you can tell she's going to go out there to find more children who are like her, and it's just.
And then we stare at the bus stop for 30 seconds, and then the credits roll.
I know, and I remember saying, like, is this really where we're ending? I was waiting for Dennis Hopper to show up and being like, I told you I saw the future or something, but no, just fade to black.
Yeah, it was.
Perhaps that was their attempt at maybe trying to leave it open in the hopes that, hey, this is gonna do great. We'll have another miniseries. No.
But that's what I mean. She's now on the bus trying to find other fire starters or whatever else they can do and stuff like that. But the network was probably like, nah, we're good.
No, you guys.
Other gifted children to take
Other
them to their own school.
In Canada, that's where they're going, Kyle. They're going to get you.
They were really heavy on mentioning Canada, weren't they?
Yes,
It's
they
like
were.
you're gonna go up to Canada into a cabin where there's lots of snow. And then like 10 seconds later repeats it. Up to Canada in the mountains in a cabin where there's lots of snow. Then the other guy who just wasn't there walks up and is like, where are we going? Canada? Like,
Yeah.
okay, come on,
He
come
did
on.
say that. He
Is
did.
there snow?
It's Kyle. It's because they knew in the future you were going to watch and review this movie, so they wanted to give Canada a shout out for you.
Well, it's about time somebody gives you some props.
It had to be this dumpster fire.
It's this movie.
Yeah, Canada.
Just wait till we hit the Canada. I'll show you what Canada's got for you.
Oh man, Kyle, they better be good.
Hey man, I actually went out of my way to make sure that there was some great movies on there.
Thank you.
Not all, because some of them I don't know,
I take it back.
but mostly.
Mostly.
We will say 90%.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
That's a fist bump, at least.
We'll see. Well, it has
Word.
90% before he gets a fist bump. Now you can't do an early fist bump. What if he doesn't deserve it? Do you take it back?
I have faith and I have trust in him. He just manifested the fucking Tubi wheel, okay? He's got energy.
Okay. You have a point there.
I know what's going on here.
I guess we could wrap this one up though, guys. I do want to thank you two for coming on. We had a great fucking time. Would love to have you back. When I say
Absolutely.
this, I mean this. Whenever you guys want to come back, you're
Absolutely. This was cool, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
you're more than welcome to it. And if you guys want to stick around, like once we go off, we're gonna we review the trailer for next week. If you want to do that with us,
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
go. And so I'll set that up. But do you guys want to tell people where they can find you again? And I did put your website link up in the description, wherever it is, up or down below.
Thank you. So we have a show come out every Friday, and we are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, YouTube, pretty much wherever you can get your podcast fix. That's where you can find us. Again, we're on all the social media platforms. We very much like to hear suggestions or comments from people, so we don't bite, we promise. Come check us out.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then August, we're I think it's safe to announce it here. We're doing remake month, and we started tomorrow. We're going to drop our first episode on it. It's going to be the Blob 1988
Nice.
remake.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Yep, so that's going to be ready to go tomorrow.
I'll
That's
come in
fucking
and watch. I'll come in and watch. That's cool.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
It was fun to do, I'm not gonna lie.
Now, do you guys pre-record all the time, or do you ever go live? Or
We're mostly pre-record
Pre-record,
right
yeah.
now. We're working on the live thing. We're trying to get that going, but right now we pre-record.
If you need any tips, I mean, I can help you out as much as I can with the whole live thing.
Absolutely. This is cool.
Because it's so freaking fun. Like, I stopped doing the pre-record because I'm like, all right, shit, man, I'm tired of having to edit for audio and video and all this stuff. I'm like, I just want to just get it out there. Like, it literally put in your description for your show note, whatever you want to put out there, your social medias and all that. Press go live and record it, and then it'll be up on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, and you don't have to do shit. I mean, if you
edit, more
audio,
content.
download the audio, put it out there. So it's very convenient. Very convenient.
Yep.
But
Good idea.
yeah, I was gonna say I would love to have you guys on again. And anytime you guys want to come on, just shoot me a message. Hey, we want to come on. I usually post the events the day after the show, depending on So if you're in the group now, you'll see like what movie it is.
Mhm.
And, hey, I want to come review that with you guys. Just shoot me a message. All right.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
This was great. And we're definitely going to watch the movie you recommended. We'll take that on.
Oh yeah. I want you guys to come back and let us know a review, but I'd love to see your guys show a review on that.
Okay.
Oh, we'll do it.
We can
We'll
do
do it.
that.
No problem at all.
Really say fuck you, Sir Sturdy, for making us watch this, which would just be great.
Make sure that you are fully responsible.
A special shout out goes to.
I appreciate that. The things that I want to be responsible for. That's horror fans though, man. Like, we want to watch the worst shit. Yes, we want to watch the beautiful, great movies, but you want to watch the worst shit to see if it's really the worst shit you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Why? To this day, I have no fucking clue why we do that to ourselves. 'Cause I don't know any other like genre fan of fans of a certain genre that do that. They're like, yo, this movie was fucking terrible. I don't want anybody to watch this. And we're like, yo, this was fucking horrible. You need to check this out. This is awful. Okay, yeah, you're right. I don't know why we do that. It makes no sense.
See what we can endure. Why not?
Exactly.
I mean, it is horror, so something's got to
Yeah.
But Kyle, you're up.
So Good at Scary. You can find me on Facebook as well as Instagram. Essentially, we just gonna share and spread the love of horror. So if you got a project or anything of that nature, hit us up, tag us on Instagram. We'll be happy to share your stuff. We are also looking for people who have short films, 20 minutes or less, so we can watch it on the show here. Shoot me a message either on Facebook or Instagram, and we will be more than happy to have you on the show. Watch your short live on the show, then have a talk with you if you want to join us for that as well.
Boom.
Nice.
Chris?
What up, what up? It's the worst damn gamer ever. Come check me out on Instagram. I'm on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. I stream Fridays and Saturday nights. Sometimes I'm playing horror games. Sometimes I'm playing Wheel of Fortune. Sometimes I'm playing Apex. If that's your cup of tea, come shoot the shit with me, because it takes all of y'all to let me do what I do best and be myself and just entertain you. So come get down on the comments. Hit me up. Hit me in the links. If you're a musician, I got content coming out on stuff like that as well soon. Today, we just recorded 4 or 5 different conversations, which was just so fucking dope of an experience. So all that stuff is dropping. I have literally like 4 terabytes right now of footage and stuff that I am in the process of editing till I get out. So the internet is going to get thrown up all over the place. Check me out, Worst Damn Gamer. Enjoy me, get sick of me, come see me, share me, tell other people about me, and let's go.
That was a good job, Chris.
Not too shabby.
Horror with Sir Sturdy. Check us out live Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9:00 Eastern time. Also, hop on over to Popcorn and Pints Saturday, 9:00 Eastern time as well. Then check out our guy Chris's Stories from a Bar podcast. He goes to local breweries, talks with the owners or workers there, and has a great time, has some great beer. But check out those conversations on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and anywhere else you can listen to podcasts. Go check out Deep Focus Cinema. This one right here is one of those like real. This dude Ibrahim goes fucking really deep into film, and he's reviewing them, and so does his co-host. It's wild, it's dope, it's amazing. Go check that out. And if you haven't seen this, go check out Blood Lake and let us know what you think about it. That is definitely not a sponsor and probably couldn't afford us, but and we're cheap. But yeah, go check out Blood Lake and let us know what you thought about it. Also, we still have this open challenge. If you find a movie worse than Blood Lake that we all review on Horror Wars 30 worse than Blood Lake, you'll win something. But it has to be worse from us reviewing it, not from you saying it's worse and me just saying, okay, well, here's this. So good luck on that, but I don't see it happening. It was, yeah.
It has to be a movie that makes me want to slap my mama. It's so bad.
It was bad.
Because that's how bad Blood Lake almost was. Like, I almost lost all sense of consciousness and like my civilness and just went straight fucking caveman.
It was, oh my gosh. I don't even understand why it was as bad as it was. I got nothing.
Frustrating.
I can't wait.
I know.
I'm so excited now.
Oh, it's like, and again, what did I just say? We're weird with this shit.
Yeah.
We absolutely hate this movie, yet we're going to keep promoting it and promoting it and promoting it and providing the link as to where you can find it so the people who made it can keep getting paid for it.
Well, they got to make a living. Man. They got to eat.
The only way they're going to be able to survive is with us.
Yeah, you're welcome. You owe us. You owe us all.
Well, at least for one of the writers or directors, right? The other one went on to have a prominent career, so...
All right, guys. So I was trying to find the movie trailer on YouTube, and instead of looking Out of the Dark, I looked up Out of This World. I completely forgot what the movie was called again. That's what I was over here doing.
Ooh, sorry.
All right, people. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Whether you were live or not, we all told you where you can find us. So go follow everybody. Make sure you go follow their awesome podcast as well. You're going to see us working together again, probably in the near future.
Yeah.
Anybody else have anything you want to close with, or we all good?
I'm good. This was great. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. And anybody else that wants to be a guest, you know how to contact us. Peace, and I'll see you in your nightmares.